Good afternoon, everyone present here today. Before we commence our event, I kindly request everyone to switch their mobile phones to silent mode and minimize movements during the session. Let's begin with a short invocation. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvigna Kurumedeva Sarvakareshu Sarvada. A very warm welcome to our Honorable DGM, Mr. Satish Dasari, our state coordinators, E-Kids, Ms. Leena Rajni, E-Champ, Ms. Shruti Deshpande, E-Techno, Mr. Sanvesh. We also welcome a hearty welcome to Wagoli Branch Principal, Ms. Deepa Tangwal, Emanora Branch Principal, Ms. Shalini Dubey, Emanora AGM, Ms. Ashwini Savle, Ondi Principal, Ms. Sharmishta Sen, our Vice Principal E-Champs, Ms. Archana Pandit, our Branch Manager, Ms. Tarunish Mehta, dear parents and students. As you all are aware, we have gathered here today to welcome all new members to our Narayana E-Techno Undri team. Today makes the beginning of their journey with us, where they will lay the foundation for their future endeavors. It is a day to embark on a new journey and strive towards achieving their goals for a successful life ahead. To begin the event, we will first proceed with the lighting of lamp ceremony. Light symbolizes the triumph of the heart over darkness and the promises of bright days ahead. I would like to invite all our dignitaries to join us on stage for their auspicious ceremony, with a special request to our principal, Ms. Sharmishta Sen, to lead the lamp lighting.
दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदा शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः सम्पदः द्रवेरस्तं समारभ्यं यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् द्रवेरस्तं समारभ्यं यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् यस्य दृष्टे द्रुहे दीप तस्य नास्ति दरिद्रता शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now I kindly request our dignitaries to take their seats on stage. I request Nehal ma'am to come on the stage. As we embark on this journey, let us begin with a prayer. I invite our music instructor, Ms. Momita Das, to lead us in praise and worship.
या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या बीनावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्करा प्रभृतिभिर्देवै सदा वन्दिता सा मापतु सरस्वती सरस्वती भगवती निष्
Thank you, ma'am. I request Ashwini ma'am to felicitate Satish sir. I request Ashwini ma'am and Satish sir to facilitate principals. Deepa ma'am. ECham's Vice Principal Vagoli Branch, Snehal ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now I invite Deepa ma'am, Principal Narayana E Techno Vagoli, to address today's gathering.
A very good afternoon to all the parents and heartiest welcome to all the parents of Undri branch for the first orientation for academic year 24-25. And it's my immense pleasure as I stand here and I welcome you all on this Sunday afternoon. I'm the principal of Wagoli branch, Mrs. Deepa Dangwal. Just to highlight like how we have started our journey, it's a 45-year-plus-year-old organization, and I'm glad you have chosen for your ward Narayana, and we believe that the legacy which we are carrying forward is going to be again continued in a very fruitful manner. As your child, when they come to school in Undri branch, there is a capable principal, teachers, coordinators, R&Ds who are going to guide you. And today's session is going to be about the academic program for Narayana, which will give you an insight about pre-primary program, primary and the high school program, for which we have the zonal coordinators amongst ourselves. Also, it gives me the immense pleasure to welcome and to introduce to you officially the principal for Undri branch, Ms. Sharmishtha. I would like to invite Sharmishtha ma'am, and she is going to address the gathering. Thank you all.
A very good morning to one and all present here. Thank you, Deepa ma'am. Good afternoon, esteemed dignitaries, respected parents and dear students. It is with immense pleasure and pride that I extend a warm welcome to each one of you to the inaugural parent orientation session of Narayana E-Techno School Undri. This day marks a significant milestone in our journey towards providing quality education and shaping the future leaders of tomorrow. Before we delve into the details of our curriculum and ethos, we would like to take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude on behalf of entire Narayana Undri campus to our honorable dignitaries present here today. To the parents, I extend my sincerest appreciation for entrusting us with the responsibility of nurturing your child's potential. Your faith in us is the cornerstone of our endeavor. Narayana E-Techno School Undri is just not another educational institution. You have chosen the right place for your wards. It is a sanctuary of learning, innovation, and holistic development. Our vision is to cultivate young minds that are not just academically proficient, but also equipped with the skills and values necessary to thrive in an ever-evolving world. We know change is inevitable and we have to thrive with that. We strive to foster an environment where every child is encouraged to dream, explore, and excel. What sets Narayana E-Techno School apart is our commitment to leveraging technology to enhance the learning experience. Our state-of-art facilities, coupled with a team of dedicated educators, ensure that every student receives personalized attention and guidance. For interactive digital classroom to hands-on experiential learning, we leave no stone unturned to nurture the intellectual curiosity of our students. However, our journey towards excellence cannot be traversed alone. Dear parents, we recognize the pivotal role that parents play in a child's educational journey. Hence, we view our relationship with parents not just as a partnership, but as a collaboration. Your involvement and support are invaluable in creating a conducive learning environment both at school and at home. Together, we can empower our children to realize their fullest potential. Throughout the course of this orientation session, you will have the opportunity to gain insights into our curriculum, teaching methodologies, extracurricular activities, and various support systems in place. We encourage you to actively participate, ask questions, and familiarize yourself with the ethos of our campus and our organization. In conclusion, I would like to extend my best wishes to all the students present here today embarking on this exciting journey with us with the combined efforts of our dedicated faculty. Supportive parents and enthusiastic students, I am confident that Narayana E-Techno School Undri will emerge as a beacon of excellence in the field of education. Thank you once again for your presence and unwavering support. Let us embark on this journey together towards a brighter and more promising future for our children. Thank you all once again.
Thank you, ma'am, for guiding us. Parents, car number MH11CQ3665, white color Ford. I request a parent to park in the basement. MH11CQ3665. Now, we move on to the important session of today's program. Dear parents, please be informed that there will be a question and answer session after the briefing. Here is an important announcement. Parents who have already cleared the first installment may visit the campus to collect book set and uniforms. Information regarding transportation will be updated via WhatsApp group. Now, I hand over the stage to our eKids State Coordinator, Ms. Leena, ma'am, for her presentation.
Good afternoon, dear parents. I'm Leena Rajani, Zonal Coordinator for eKids Department. Just give us 5 minutes to clear the tables from here so that you can see the PPT which we'll be presenting. Good afternoon, parents. Before I start with the formal orientation, for all of us to know, eKids is the pre-primary department of Narayana, where we have 3 classes, nursery, PP1 and PP2. PP1 stands for pre-primary stage 1 and PP2 stands for pre-primary stage 2, which is most commonly called as senior KG and upper KG. I would request the parents of eKids, those who have enrolled their children in eKids, to raise their hand. How many eKids parents here? Great. So as we move further, this orientation program will give you a lot of insight on what eKids will do throughout the year and how we will develop the children in various skills which we will talk about over here. As we move forward, the next slide talks about our eKids program, where I've given you an insight to the development of various skills. Let's take it forward in the next slide. Why is pre-primary education important? Do we have a mic for parents to speak? Do we have a mic for parents to speak? Yes. Parents, one question to which I will answer. If you feel that the answer is correct, please raise your hand or clap. In one way, please let me know that what I am trying to convey is conveyed. So why is pre-primary education important? Do we all feel that my child needs to be prepared for a formal education which will begin from grade 1? If yes, raise your hand. If no, don't raise your hand. We need our children to learn social skills by being into the school, make friends, interact with our friends, learn sharing and caring. Yes or no? Thank you so much. I want my child to understand what is a school, how do we go to school, learn new skills, develop holistically. That's why pre-primary education is important. Yes, no. Right. Any other point which you can add up to this? My sincere request to keep the lights for the audience on, so can I have an interaction with them. Any other point which any parent can add to this, that why is pre-primary school important? I gave you 3 reasons: formal education, developing the sharing and caring and interaction with the child, and grooming towards the school. Any other point which any parent can add? If you can add, please raise your hand. The mic will come to you. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, I can hear you. The tripod grip, correct. Any other point? Fine motor and gross motor. Okay, let's move forward. Fine motor, gross motor, tripod grip talks about the motor development of the skills, which I will be explaining further how we develop those skills. And I will also give you some activities which you can do with your child at home to develop those skills. As we move forward, the next slide talks about the 4 important C approaches which Narayana has. One is the competent curriculum. As we talk about the competent curriculum, we all need to know that Narayana has 600 plus branches spread across pan-India. So there are some branches in West Bengal, some in MP, some in Odisha, some in Assam, some in Tamil Nadu, some in Karnataka. And every state has a different perspective, a different requirement for the grooming of the child when it comes to curriculum. Narayana in their central office in Hyderabad takes all these requirements, understands it, and then makes a curriculum which suits the development of the child in all domains. As we move forward, we will get to know about this domain in proper clarity. Now, this competent curriculum, which is made in central office, is conveyed and transferred to the branches with the help of a micro schedule, which is given in the second point, common micro schedule. Micro schedule is a booklet which you will get where day-wise portion for each subject which will be taught to the child will be written. So there will be a copy for parents also to see what my child will be learning today, or if the child is absent, you can also understand what my child has missed today. So if you have the time, you can help the child do it at home, or else the teachers will take care of the children when they reach the school the next time. If it's long vacation, teachers will also approach you to support them in terms of writing work and all. Now, when we talk about a common micro schedule, a competent curriculum which takes care of a pan-India thing, we can't teach in a way the West Bengal people need. We can't teach in a way that Tamil Nadu needs or Maharashtra needs to pan-India. So here the one thing which is common in the curriculum is mentioned in the next point, which is child-centric approach. Child at the age of 3 is common across the world. The child at the age of 4 is common across the world. The child at the age of 5 is common across the world. Wherever you stay, the nurturing of the child goes same. So our curriculum is based on the child-centric approach. To ensure a proper child-centric approach, the next point which is given over there is continuous assessment. So we keep on assessing our children across pan-India to ensure that our curriculum is being developed and groomed regularly as and when there is a requirement. That does not mean that we will give you a grade regularly for the child A, B, and C. This continuous assessment is for the teachers in the classroom to understand how the child is adapting to a topic. And if the child needs more help, necessary additional practices will be given to the children in the form of remedial sessions. So very soon you'll be hearing from your teachers that my child needs more, this child needs more practice, so we will be giving this additional practice. They might ask you for some help to be done from home side. It will be a complete association between the teacher and a parent to develop the children holistically. As we move forward, the next slide talks about the three classes, nursery, PP1 and PP2. As we have given a different name to the department, pre-primary E-Kids, similarly, our three classes are being named as Bud, Bloom and Blossom. Bud is a class of nursery children where age group of 3 to 4 will be seated. Bloom is age group of 4 to 5, pre-primary stage 1. And Blossom is an age group of 5 to 6, pre-primary stage 2. Three different classes, three different age groups, three different learning requirements, three different curriculums. A progressing curriculum, like in nursery, we do more of activities and less of written work. PP1 is 50% activities, 50% written work. And as the child goes to Blossom, PP2, writing work is equally important than the activities also, because we are preparing them for grade 1, where they have to learn to write sentences and paragraphs and do a lot of mathematical calculations. So similarly, keeping this requirement in the mind, the curriculum will progress for each classes. As we move forward, we have some salient features given in the next slide for Narayana's curriculum. It is more on the inquiry and play-based methodology. We all know that in education system, there are many researchers who spoke about a lot of things in the researches. We all know the name of Savitribai Phule. Yes, no, if yes, please raise your hand. How many of us have heard the name Maria Montessori? The most common methodology in pre-primary, Montessori method. I'll add in few more researchers in your list today who have spoken about the different types of learning. There's one researcher called Jerome Bruner who spoke about a spiral curriculum. Spiral curriculum talks about the same topic to be reiterated around again and again like a spiral. We all have seen a spiral? Spring? It's like a spring. So you talk about me, myself in class nursery. You teach the child, my name is this, my class is this, my parents' name, my father's name, basic information. As you progress forward in PP1, the same topic will come again. And there will be more information added to this, where now from home information, we talk about the environmental information, parts of the body, safety at home, all this will be added. As they move forward in PP2, internal organs, safety at school, and other topics in the environment related will be added. Same goes to each topic. If you talk about fruits, nursery will do recognition of fruits and vegetables. PP1 and PP2 will go beyond taste, number of seeds, how they are grown, in which season which fruit is available. So there is a progression to the curriculum. This kind of a curriculum is called as a spiral curriculum, where you teach the same topic with little more addition every time. But before you do the addition, you revise the previous topic taught. That's how you build the spiral curriculum, which was given by Jerome Bruner. As we move forward, there is a play-based approach given by the father of the kindergarten, Frederick Frobel. Frederick Frobel is called as the father of the kindergarten because he is the one who started kindergarten at his home, from where a 3-year-old child can also be taught, was told to the people outside, and then there was a generation of kindergartens which is going on till now. So he gave us the play-based approach, from where we learn that how while playing a child can learn. To satisfy this requirement, we have innumerable games and activities in our Narayana curriculum where we talk about the play-based approach being woven into our child-centric requirement. We have different children in each classroom. Some learn by listening to the teacher, some learn by seeing a video, some learn by being actually involved in doing an activity, and some learn by going on a field trip. So every child's requirement of learning is different. Narayana ensures that they take care of all these requirements. As we move forward, National Education Policy 2020 this year has added pre-primary into their domain. Now our National Education Policy talks about pre-primary, but what do they talk about? They talk about two things as the most important in all the things which they are talking. Development of foundational literacy and numeracy. In our curriculum, we have upgraded it keeping in mind the development of foundational literacy and numeracy learning. Moving forward, as rightly answered by one of the Undri parents, that fine motor, gross motor and tripod grip will be developed. How many of we know what is fine motor skills? Can anybody answer this? Yes, ma'am. Where, can you name the parts of the body where we have fine muscles? Any other? Thank you so much, ma'am. Your answer is correct. Fine muscles are small muscles in your body which has to be developed. As rightly said by ma'am, fingers, your finger arches where your fingers fold. Thumb, it helps the child to develop and hold the pencil properly, hold the things in their hand properly. We also have fine bones in our eyes and nose and ears. That's why Maria Montessori, when she spoke about motor development, she parallelly spoke about eye and hand coordination and sensorial development. So your eye-hand-hand coordination is also a part of the fine motor development. As we move forward, we have another terminology called gross motor development, which talks about large muscles in the body, development of those large muscles. There are innumerable activities which can be done with the child to develop their fine motor and gross motor skills. But please understand, parents, it is a natural process. The time when there was no kindergarten, that time also children groomed their fine motor and gross motor skills. What we add in now is a set of developed activities which helps the child to support their fine motor and gross motor skills. But why do we need these activities is what we need to understand. Earlier, the children used to be out of their houses, playing around, jumping around, hopping around. Now that is not the environment. So we need to support the fine motor and gross motor development skills. Few small activities which you can do with children at home to develop their fine motor and gross motor skills is allowing them to jump on the sofa, jump on the bed. You will say, why am I saying this? The child might fall and get hurt. But until and unless you don't allow them to explore their environment, there is no safety. If I know that I will fall, there is a safety in my mind which makes me alert. But we stop the child before we allow them to do something. Kindly allow them in your supervision so that they are safe and they are learning and growing. Also, you can mix up a lot of grains like chickpeas, rajma beans, some sorted dals and pastas, and you can ask the child to sort them in different bowls. In terms of basic help which you can ask the child to do with you is arrange the utensils in the kitchen with you. How to keep a plate, how to keep a bowl, how to keep a glass is different. How to keep spoons aligned is different. This develops their eye-hand coordination. And instead of giving plasticine clay to the children, my request to you is start giving dough, atta. जो आटा हम गूंथते हैं, give that to the child to play. Tell them to make chapatis with you or tell them to make whatever they want to make with that dough. Giving that dough is more healthier for the child's fingers than the plasticine clay. where we also have a danger of them putting in their mouth. So it's better to give them dough. You can make colorful dough by putting turmeric and food colors into it so that the child enjoys using it. These are some simple activities which can be done at home. Though in Narayana we have our own set of equipments and own set of activities which can be done at school to develop the fine motor, gross motor skills of the children. As we move forward, when I'm talking about National Education Policy 2020, the next slide gives you 10 points which Narayana's curriculum will nurture in the child, keeping the National Education Policy view in mind. So those are nurturing curiosity. There will be time when things will be kept near the child and there will be no instructions given to the child. We will observe what they do with those objects. Let us see what is their curiosity and how they can make things out of what is available with them. And then the teacher will teach them, which will develop their curiosity. The next is boost cognitive skills. As we talk about the word cognitive ke liye please understand one thing, mind. Whoever in the world tells you that we are developing cognitive skills, they are working with the brain of the child. Boosting confidence. The children will get a lot of activities throughout the year where they will come on stage, present themselves in front of you, in front of their friends in the classroom to develop their confidence. As we move forward, developing social and emotional skills, encouraging patience, working on the child's concentration, teaching diversity, making the child a lifelong learner, and so on. The list is big. As you can see on the slide, the right-hand side, there is a colored circle where we talk about the child to be self-smart, word-smart, logic-smart, picture-smart. These are multiple intelligences laid by Howard Gardner. Howard Gardner was one researcher who at one point of time told everybody in the world that each child is different. Some children learn by being in the nature. Some children learn by listening to the words. Some children learn with the help of music. Some children learn by doing an activity, so the kinesthetic skills. So there are different skills in the child, and children learning requires various developmental domains. Keeping this in mind, Narayana's curriculum will give activity or a project related to the developmental domains of the child to children to do in the classroom with teacher. So this is our multiple intelligence theory, which we will be following in Narayana. Our curriculum will be woven according to this. As I am talking a lot about Narayana and following the researches, the next two slides will talk about what sets us apart. How are we different? Our curriculum. First is our curriculum. The name of our curriculum is Fondre. It's a German word. The meaning of this word is an amalgamation of best practices. So if we say that introduction of letters is being done best in X curriculum, and numbers is being done best in Y curriculum, and suppose general awareness topics are being done best in some other curriculum, so Narayana will pick up the best practices of all the curriculum, make their own curriculum, which is called as Fondre, which will be given to the children in all the branches across Pan-India. When we talk about Narayana, to display this, to give this to the children, we have micro schedule, which I have already explained. Now, micro schedule is a day-wise plan. So today, letter A will be introduced in literacy, numeracy number 2 will be introduced, that will be given to you. How the teacher will introduce this in the classroom, for that we have lesson plans which will be given to the teacher. The teacher is required to read the lesson plan and implement it. Each lesson plan is made keeping the requirement of multiple intelligences of each child. Let us not feel that my child learns by nature, so I will teach everything by nature. It's not like that. Everyone in the world is blessed with all the 8 multiple intelligences. It's the environment, it's my grooming, it's my nurturing through all these years. Which multiple intelligence stays with me forever depends on my likings. We are all working here having one hobby with us. I like to listen to the music, I like to dance, I like to read, I like to write, I like to draw. Those are your multiple intelligences. which according to the environment has been nurtured. So we have all the intelligences with us. Our children also have all the intelligences with us. How we nurture them is a task which we have to understand. So in Narayana, we have understood this chemistry and we've woven our curriculum keeping all these things in mind. To keep a track of all these things, we have continuous assignment system where there will be assignments being given to the children where you as a parent can also understand that how my child is progressing. And if at any point of time you understand that teacher has given the task of writing letter K and my child is completely not able to do it, kindly reach out to the teacher, school, principal, vice principal so that they can help the child with remedial classes. Do not take the entire stress on your shoulders. Kindly share it with teachers and teachers will also share it with you. It will be a union of teacher and parent grooming the child together. As we move forward, we talk about our values given in the next slide. We are committed to ensure that we develop these 8 values which are given in this slide: honesty, respect, politeness, sharing and caring, empathy, cooperation, kindness, and responsibility. To develop these 8 values in the child, we will make sure that we have a number of activities to be done with children and grooming them in all these domains. We will do our bit and you will get to know each and everything in the form of videos and photographs to be sent to you by the school regularly. Kindly start working at your desk also on all these things with the child so that the children get double support. As we move forward in the next slide, we talk about the holistic development and the points which are given here for holistic development, which is cognitive, language, psychomotor. We will be seeing each development in detail. The next slide talks about cognitive development. Cognitive, as I told you, means brain. So in terms of your mind, your attention, concentration, peace of the mind, connecting two things together in the mind in different languages, I can say logical and analytical skills, but because I'm in a pre-primary person, I'll explain you connection between 2-3 different objects is indirectly talking about their logical skills. These are all cognitive development things which will be done in the classroom. The pictures attached on this slide will give you an insight to the different activities which we do with children to develop their cognitive skills. As we move forward, the next slide talks about language development. As we all know, language means communication, right? Language means communication, am I right? Communication in which language? All the necessary languages. Doesn't only mean English, doesn't only mean Hindi, doesn't only mean my mother language. Now with National Education Policy 2020, which speaks about the child to be first comfortable in understanding the instructions. So our class nursery, the bud class, will be groomed with a mix of their comfortable language and English. Same goes with our Bloom class PP1. But when they come to Blossom, our requirement will be them to be accustomed to English completely so that they are able to communicate well in the environment. That's how our language development will progress throughout the year. As we move forward, the next slide talks about psychomotor. Psychomotor is a word given for motor plus psychological development because there is nothing which goes without the psychology. So it goes as psychomotor, where we do fine motor, gross motor activities, eye-hand coordination, bilateral coordination, thumb opposition, development of hand arches. All these things will be done in this psychomotor development session, where we have a lot of activities, where we also include your food, tiffin, all these things. Because nothing goes without what you are eating. You are what you eat. So this will also be added in the psychomotor development. As we move forward, the next slide talks about socio-emotional development. The two words, social and emotional development. Very commonly used method in all the schools is storytelling for developing the social and emotional development of the child. But as we move forward, along with storytelling, Now, when we are talking about storytelling, I have a question for all the parents. Let us take the example of the story Lion and the Mouse. How many of us know the story of Lion and the Mouse? Please raise your hand. And if any one of you can tell me that what is the moral of the story Lion and the Mouse? What does a child learn from the story Lion and the Mouse? Yes, bacha. Kindness is necessary to everyone, right? Any other learning from Lion and the Mouse? Any other learning from Lion and the Mouse other than kindness? Okay, I will say a few lines of the story and help you understand that what a child should learn from the story. The first line says, one day a lion was sleeping in the jungle. One little mouse jumped on the lion. How many children trouble their mothers when they are sleeping? Is it good to trouble somebody when they are sleeping? Did we ever talk to the children about this thing that mouse was wrong? He shouldn't have troubled the lion when he's sleeping, and we should not trouble our parents when they are sleeping at home? This is the first actual real life application learning which a child needs to get from the story. Kindness is a big word in pre-primary. They don't understand their meaning. Let's talk about actual. If the teacher pauses over there and asks how many of you trouble your parents while sleeping, nobody will say yes. But their brains will start thinking कि yes, मैंने ऐसा किया था. And when the teacher reiterates this with the information that we should not trouble anybody who is sleeping, the child absorbs, learns and understands that I should not do this. So this kind of a learning will be given to the children from the stories and not that kindness. Because that's a big word and it's a subjective thing. Being kind is actually subjective to everybody's needs. Let's hold on for that because it's only pre-primary and nursery and PP1. Maybe in PP2 we can talk about kindness. Nursery and PP1 we would stick to the learning which is related to their environment, which they can relate easily and conveniently. That's how the stories will help their social and emotional development, not their completely. And beyond stories, we do have activities where the child will be interacting with the people in their society, children of other classes, to support their social and emotional development. As we move forward, the next slide talks about spiritual and moral development. We all talk about spiritual values being ingrained to the children. We celebrate all the festivals to ensure that spiritual values are being ingrained in the child. As we talk about festivals, I have a question for all the parents. Why do we fly kites in Makar Sankranti? Why do we fly kites in Makar Sankranti is my question. Anybody knows the answer for this? We all know that Surya ka position change hota hai, that is Sankranti, is it transfer of seasons from winter to summer. We all know this information. Do we know why do we fly kites? Yes. Children are more active. A kite day. Why do we have this kite day on Makar Sankranti day? Why this specific day for flying kites? Okay, one more question around. We all know that अयोध्या से राम आए थे इसलिए दिवाली होती है. Am I right? अयोध्या में राम वापस आए थे इसलिए we celebrate Diwali? Yes. Then why do we bring Lord Lakshmi in our home and do puja of Lord Lakshmi and Lord Ram? Parents, anybody? Why is Diwali the biggest Amavasya ki raat? These are the questions which we will answer the children when we are teaching them about festivals. My school will not give this information कि अयोध्या से राम आए थे इसलिए दिवाली होती है. We will add on कि अयोध्या से राम आए थे तो लक्ष्मी जी की पूजा क्यों होती है. We will add on all these informations in the child's mind when we talk about festivals. Why do we celebrate, decorate Christmas tree? What is the why is that tree? Why do we have to decorate a tree in Christmas? What is the reason? And it's a particular type of tree. If you go to the market, you will see all Christmas trees are same. First is why a tree? Second, why particularly that tree? So detailing to all what we are talking is what we will give to the children in Narayana when we talk about spiritual and moral development. My question remains with you. I'd be happy if a few parents go and explore these answers and give it to the children. Let's give them the actual insights to what we are doing and not making them learn कि okay, राम जी आ गए और आज हम लक्ष्मी माता की पूजा करेंगे. There has to be a reason towards it. We all know that रात को नाखून नहीं काटते. How many of us follow this? रात को नाखून नहीं काटते. Am I audible? Yes, some hands I can see raised up. This was made because there were times when there was no electricity. So when you cut nails at night, there are chances of you getting hurt. Now, with electricity around us, this doesn't function. But as we know, we all feel कि मेरा बच्चा मेरी बात नहीं मानता, right? How many of us feel कि मेरा बच्चा मेरी बात नहीं मानता? Please put your hands up if you feel that my child doesn't listen to me. I'm happy to see those hands up. Please feel happy by understanding कि our ancestors also felt कि हमारे बच्चे हमारी बात नहीं मानते, इसलिए उन्होंने ये learn करवाया कि रात को नाखून काटने से चोरी होती है. So that we get scared and we follow it blindly. Evening के time के बाद झाड़ू लगाने से लक्ष्मी माता नहीं आती है. All these myths which are there in the environment are being created because मेरा बच्चा मेरी बात नहीं मानता, तो मैंने एक myth बना के उसको समझा दिया. Certain things were actually true when there was no electricity and there were different situations. But now with the advancement of technology and other things have changed. We will in Narayana groom the children according to this environment. So we will clear these myths, we will add on the correct information, and we will groom the child to be able to suit in this environment. So please be happy when your child comes and questions you all these questions when they come back to home, okay? And get ready to answer them. As we move forward, the next slide talks about an embellishment program. An embellishment program is a unique program which has been added by Narayana. In all the curriculum books which we have, the portion which has to be done keeping development of the child, there are certain areas where the child needs additional support. So we have 6 activities to support the child in an embellishment program. One is Giggles Enrichment. Giggles Enrichment will be fun worksheets sent to you in the Learn app at home on every Friday and Saturday. Please sit and do it with the child and upload it on the Learn app on Monday for teachers to go through it. Giggles Enrichment will look fun to you, but it will develop the cognitive skills of the child. So when you do it, you will understand that my child is thinking and performing a task. That will be Giggles Enrichment, and these will be worksheets. The next program which we have is Reading Minds, where a PPT from central office will be sent to the children every week, and children will be taught to read different words and sentences and understand their meaning. Next is Learning Ladders. As I spoke about socio-emotional development, children interacting with the children of other classes, Learning Ladders is a group activity session which happens once in a week where children of the entire class come together and perform a task which develops their socio-emotional skills. The next activity is Learnopedia. Learnopedia is a set of worksheets, comprehension worksheets, which will include listening comprehension, reading comprehension, and picture comprehension, keeping the requirement of child in mind. Like nursery will have picture comprehension. As they move forward, they will be given some small listening comprehension, and PP1 and PP2 will be graded according to their ages. These comprehension worksheets will be conducted in the classroom and sent to you at home to see how the child is doing. Next, we have KinderTech. Again, National Education Policy 2020 talking about child learning coding skills. Coding is making of an app, right? How many of we are aware of that? When we make an app, we need to think in all directions, how many customers, what will be their approach, what will be their requirement, how will they utilize the app. This thinking capacity in diverse factors will be developed via our KinderTech program, where the child will learn to think about one task in multiple domains. So this is our KinderTech program. The last is Thinkerspace. Thinkerspace again on our NLearn app. These will be interactive scrolls which the child has to do on the screen, on the mobile, on your system on Saturdays and Sundays. Thinkerspace will be an interactive activity. As we move forward, the next slide talks about STREAM, science, technology, reading, engineering, arts and maths. An integrated approach to the learning. Every month we will have one session of STREAM where the child will be performing tasks keeping all these developments in mind, and this will be given in the micro schedule too. That day there will be no other topics being taught. The entire day is for STREAM activities. These activities will be based on the curriculum which has been taught in that month. So this month I have taught letter A, number 2, some shapes, some colors, myself, part of the body. All these topics will be woven together and one full day activity will be given to the child to ensure their development in STREAM. As we move forward, the next slide talks about art integration. We will be integrating arts of all types in our learning, not only drawing and coloring. All the different types of arts which are suited for the pre-primary child will be integrated into the curriculum. The next slide talks about oratory maestro. Oratory maestro is development of oratory skills of the children. As we all know, we want a child who can stand confidently in any environment and answer the questions asked. Am I right? Do we want our children to be able to stand in the society and answer whatever questions are asked, or to be able to speak well? How many of us want that? Good number of hands up. So we have multiple activities displayed on the screen: public speaking, kids orator contest, rhyme recitation competition, spell bee, kahaniyon ka karwa. Every week in the assembly we have pick and speak, where the child has to come on the mic and speak. In bits and pieces from assembly to the classroom training to bringing them on the stage to develop their oratory skills, we have a specific program, Oratory Maestro, which will do a lot of activities throughout the year. As we move forward, we've developed all the skills in the child by keeping the most important thing in the mind, Nutri-Deal, which is given in the next slide, which talks about Nutri-Deal and Slice-O-Munch. 2 days of the week, Monday and Thursday, you will be given a menu to follow, which should be sent in the tiffin so that children eat the same food on these 2 days, only for 2 days. Please support the school in sending this menu. We want to develop good eating habits in the child so that they learn to eat properly. And my sincere request, if the capacity of the child is to eat 1 chapati, please send 1 chapati. Don't send 2 chapati. If the capacity of the child is to eat this much poha, please send this much only. Don't increase the quantity. कि school में मेरे बच्चे को ज़्यादा भूख लगती है. There, what is the problem is, we are not able to teach the child whatever is there in your platter should be finished. So please don't give double or extra food to the child. Give what they can eat. We will develop those habits in the child, that what is being served in my platter, I will ensure that I finish it. That is also a very important skill to be learned. And my sincere request to all the parents to do not label this food is healthy or this food is junk. My sincere request, because nothing is junk if eaten in moderate quantity. The only thing which we need to teach our children is eat everything in moderate quantity, not too much. Eating spinach every day will not make our children healthy. Am I right, parents? Eating dals every day will make them healthy? Please answer yes or no. No? Yes? Eating dal every day will make the child healthy? And not eating vegetables will make them healthy? Look, the children are saying yes. Please understand, vegetables, pulses, cereals, grains, All are important in moderate quantity. Let us not overfeed the child one thing. Beetroot is helpful, so मैं रोज beetroot खिलाऊंगी? No. Alternate day, twice a week. Give moderate quantity of everything so that healthy food is given to the child. As we move forward, the next slide talks about the core instructional material which will be provided from central office to the branches, which is a set of books which will be given to the parents and to the teachers. First one is semester-wise micro schedule. As I have told you, the schedule for the day, it will come in the form of booklet to all of you. For that, you will have a control over the content which has been taught, and you will be an aware parent what is happening in the school. Next is semester-wise monthly planner, which comes to the branches, to the teachers for their easy access to the curriculum. The next in my list is Jerry Booster Pack. Jerry Booster Pack is a holiday homework booklet, which will be given to you thrice in the year, one for Diwali vacation, one for Christmas vacation, and one for summer vacation. 3 times in a year. This will have lot of activities which will develop all the skills which we discussed. Please manage some free time in the holidays and do those activities with children which are given in the Jerry Booster Pack. Next we have diary, which is a communication tool between you, teacher, and the school. Kindly write whatever your requirements are in the diary, and in the same diary the teachers will be communicating with you. Regular homeworks will be sent in the diary. The next we have teacher's handbook, which is a tool for teachers to support their process of teaching. The next we have Tiny Toes magazine. Narayana has their own magazine which is called as Tiny Toes, where you will be able to see pictures of various activities which are being done and some skill development activities for the children to do. This magazine will come twice in a year, semester 1, semester 2 to you. It will be a printed booklet sent at home. The next is enrichment program. Now as the school starts from 15th of April, children will be doing enrichment program. It's a small booklet of activities. It will bridge the gap of their learning to our requirements. So we'll do a lot of reinforcement of the topics which they have already learned, and then we will groom them for the topics which they will be doing. You will all get this booklet soon as you enter the classrooms, and teachers will be working on this booklet. As we move forward, the next is bridge program. In the month of June, when they come back from summer holidays, for 1 week we do bridge program, which is again bridging the gap between the curriculums from where the children are coming. And then we will proceed with our actual books and actual curriculum. So for now, there is enrichment program, there is bridge program. These 2 booklets will be provided to all the students in the classroom. As we move forward, we talk about integrated curriculum. Our next slide talks about integration of multiple resources. If you can see on the right hand side, there are books being given: literacy, numeracy, general awareness, Hindi, rhymes and stories. For you all to be aware, there are 7 books which will be given to the child of nursery, PP1 and PP2. Each book will have literacy, numeracy, general awareness, rhymes and stories in one book. That is a booklet for minimum 20 working days. We complete that, we give that to you after correction, then we move to book 2. Then we move to book 3, because ours is an integrated curriculum, so all subjects will come together except Hindi. Hindi will be a separate book which will be given to you. So that's how we'll have an integrated curriculum. Let's move forward to the assembly schedule given in the next slide. Assembly is a very important part of the day where children come together, see the children of different classes and perform a specific task. In Narayana, we have some specific prayers like Hindi prayer, English prayer, regional prayer, songs like warm-up song, school anthem, national song. All these things will be done. Along with this, there will be one activity done each day with the child in assembly. So on every Monday, we have music and movement, which supports their motor development. On every Tuesday, we have scientific temper. So if we talk about scientific temper, basic science activities which we can do at home also with the child. So you give them a tub full of water and you give them multiple objects to put in the tub. Some will float, some will sink. So the child will learn over there, float and sink. You give them salt, sugar to dissolve in water and learn what is soluble and what is not soluble. All these simple activities will be demonstrated by teachers in the assembly for the child to learn that our environment is filled with multiple resources which teaches different things to the child. On every Wednesday, we have yoga sessions, again to develop their cognitive skills and motor development. As we move forward, every Thursday, I told you Oratory Maestro, a small training for Oratory Maestro, pick and speak activity will be taken on every Thursday. And nothing in Narayana goes without the parents. So on Fridays, we will have parents speak, where any one of the parent will be called to the school to interact with the children. You can come and tell them a story, you can do dance, you can sing songs, you can plan games and play games with children, and interaction between the parent and the child. Parents speak. It's a union of a parent and a teacher grooming the children together. So every Friday, please be ready to get calls from school that are you comfortable to come to the school and interact with the children. And please do this. This will help boost morale of your own child who is standing in that crowd. Understand the happiness in the child's mind. My mommy and my papa are standing there and all my friends are doing what they are saying. Develop confidence in the children. So please take up this when the school calls you. Nothing goes without the infrastructure which is mentioned in the next slide. You can see a few good pictures of the classrooms which we have in different branches. The infrastructure is made keeping the developmental domains of the child in mind. How should they sit? How should they move in the classroom? What are the different activity infrastructure requirements? Everything will be given to the children in our infrastructure. The next slide will give you a few snippets of activity rooms which we have in most of the branches. You can see the pictures where how the activity rooms are formed for children as we talk about a lot of activities in Narayana curriculum. Let's move forward and see classroom variables. When we talk about a proper table, chair, proper seating arrangement, proper movement, proper learning environment also plays a major role over there. So we have a set of variables being given to each branch across Pan India. The teachers are required to make those charts and display so that whenever the child looks here and there is some learning with their eyes happening. We have team board attendance chart, which is a self attendance chart. As soon as the child enters, the child marks them present in the attendance chart. So my awareness towards me coming to the school and learning and growing will be done through self attendance chart. Birthday chart, calendar chart, story chart to reinforce the rhymes and stories being done. There is a kids corner where display of the child's artwork will be there. There's a word wall to develop reading skills. A lot of words will be put over there and children will be guided to read that. Along with this word wall, our classroom boards also have a specific type of layout to be followed to develop the reading skills of the child. Each and everything in the classroom which you see, be it an air conditioner, a fan or a AC, door, window, curtains will be labeled for the child to read. Children will be introduced with those words. Sight reading in the classroom. The same thing you can do at home. Please go take a sticker sheet and label bed, mirror, door, drawers, cupboards, refrigerator. Please put that and make the child that understand that this is written refrigerator and this is a refrigerator, this is a washing machine, this is washroom, this is wash basin. Everything you can label and make the children read those words. That's how we develop sight reading of the child. Next we have ground rules, some rules for the classroom, and the last we have Bravo chart which has been added this year. Bravo chart will develop a lot of motivation in the child. So whenever they do something, they read a word, they perform a task, the teacher will give them a star on the Bravo chart, not in their hands. This is a skill of collecting number of stars. -2, yours is 3, -4, I got 6. And to get more stars, we tend to perform better and better each day and we learn better. That's how we will appreciate our children. As I have rightly explained to you in the assembly routine that without parents, we don't go. So next slide talks about the different activities which we will be doing with parents in our parent partaking program. There will be events which will be happening. You will be called to school. There will be events where you will be asked to guide the children at home, dress up the child in particular attire, train the child to speak this on the stage, come into the school and do activities with children, be it craft activities, be it cold cooking. Please lend us your support in grooming the child with you so that they are groomed along with the environment of the home. So this is our parent partaking. You can see some snippets of the pictures which are being put over there to understand how we connect with our parents. The next slide will give you more information on Parent Connect. As we talk about Parent Connect, we have an app called N Connect. Narayana Connect is N Connect, where from this app, the teachers will be making adoption calls to you. Parents, please learn this word, adoption call. From date 1 to 15, the teacher will make one call to you. From date 16 to 30th, the teacher will make two calls, second call to you. Two calls in a month, very important. Every 15 days, the teacher will give you information on how the child is performing in the class. And you can also connect to the teacher in these calls that what additional support you need for the child. Suppose the teacher says that the child is able to recognize letter A and is doing well in the curriculum, but you feel that my child needs more support. Please convey it to the teachers. These are recorded calls where your interaction will be heard by principal, vice principal, coordinators and R&Ds. We will all provide you with the support towards the learning of the child. Please answer the adoption calls which are being done by the teachers. It is for the development of the child. Similarly, in the same app, we have N-Connect Concerns, where you as a parent can go and write your concerns. School heads will report to you, reply back to you, and ensure that your concerns are answered immediately. That is how we will be keeping our connect with you. Along with this, we have social media updates. Our Facebook page, Instagram page, and our N-Connect app will give you pictures and videos of various stories which are being, various activities which are being done in the classroom. So you can regularly see our N-Connect app to see what the child has done in the classroom. That's our N-Connect app. And along with all these things, once in a month, one PTM for you all to come to the branch and see and understand what the child is doing. In all, Parent Connect will be done in all these activities. Now, when we talk about developing the children, connecting to the parent, the next slide will give you a list of scholastic and co-scholastic activities which will be done in the school. So we have every week 2 art and craft sessions, 2 dance sessions, 2 music sessions, 2 sports sessions. We have activities to develop their gross motor, fine motor, practical life skills, which I have already explained in my sessions to you. This is a list for easy access for everybody. As we move forward, we have our digital world where we talk about, the next slide talks about 2 different apps. N-Connect, which I've explained you. N-Connect Concerns, adoption calls, events and celebrations, photographs, everything you will get. Instead, your fee details and other admin details will also come on the N-Connect. The second app is N-Learn app, which is a learning app for children. Whatever videos we are showing, whichever book is being done, you can see as a parent in that app. My child missed today's class, so I can open that app and show them the video related to that topic. The books are already there. The Giggles Enrichment and Thinkerspace activities will come on the N-Learn app for child to do. On the N-Learn app, you can submit the child's homework. Assessment papers will come on the N-Learn app after the assessments. That's how N-Learn app will be used. Nothing goes without celebrating each and every important day and event with the child. So next few slides will talk about events and celebrations being conducted in the school. So we celebrate all the Colors Day, all the festivals in detail. The way I have told you will be explained to the children. So I'll answer one question: why do we decorate Christmas tree? There is one, we all know that Lord Jesus was hung on a tree. Am I right? The tree is for that. Why that particular tree? Because this is the only tree which blooms and grows in the heavy winter season in snows. That's why we cherish this tree and decorate it. So there are stories related to it which will be told to the children as and when the festivals will come. When we celebrate events and celebrations, we will be giving all these answers to children, and there will be some questions which will be sent to you at home also. Let's move forward with general rules and guidelines given in the next slide. School timings for students are from 8:30 to 12:30. You're requested to send the child maximum by 8:25 to the school 5 minutes before. Please make sure that right from day one we inculcate self-discipline in the children so that they are groomed well. If the child is absent for 1 or 2 days, you can mark the absenteeism in the diary page. And if it is a long absenteeism, please send an application to the principal. Please inform them. You are requested to submit passport size photographs to the class teacher on the first day of the school. And parents are requested to check the diary daily and sign it whenever there is a circular. These are some general rules which are supposed to be shared with you, so I have shared. Now we are doing a good curriculum. We are doing a huge set of activities. We have our parents involved with us. One important factor which is given in the last slide of this presentation is teachers' empowerment. What Narayana Central Office is making sitting over there in Hyderabad will be conveyed to the teachers in 2 training sessions which will happen every year. One for semester 1, one for semester 2. There will be 2 training sessions for teachers where all the teachers will gather in one branch for 4 or 5 days and they will be trained on the curriculum. Lesson plan, micro schedule, perfect teaching methodologies, use of teaching aids, everything will be explained to the teachers. So we do have our teacher empowerment program which will be done every year in Narayana. So that's me, Leena Rajani, signing off. Thank you so much. That's all about eKids program. Thank you.
Thank you, Leena ma'am. Parents, important announcement. Who have already cleared the first installment may visit the campus to collect book set and uniform. Transportation information will be updated on WhatsApp group. I invite our eCham Zonal Coordinator Shruti ma'am to continue the journey.
A very good afternoon and warm welcome to you, dear parents. It's a pleasure to have you join our school this year. As we embark on this journey together, I'm excited to take this opportunity to introduce you to our CHAMS section and provide with a comprehensive overview of what makes eChams unique and exceptional. Here's what we offer to you, our students. eChams program. This program nurtures young dreams, focusing on conceptual understanding, creative thinking, and curiosity, while laying a strong conceptual foundation for overall development of the child. What is primary education? Important. Why the primary education is important? Primary education is a critical stage in child's development as it creates an environment for healthy and social emotional development, also stimulates cognitive development and helps children develop critical thinking, problem solving, and creative thinking. About eChams. What is eChams? We have 4 C's approach for Narayana School. That is common teaching, common micro schedule, common examinations, and common analysis. All over India, we have more than 700 branches. All over India, we have, for CBSE, we have the same program at the same time on the same day. So common teaching is going on. You all will be receiving a common micro schedule. The parents will be receiving a hard copy. And whichever branch you will be moving, your child will be the same lesson, the same topic, the same page will be followed. Common examinations pattern we have 4 exams in a year in academic session, that is PT1 periodic test 1, then SEM 1 periodic test 2, and SEM 2 the final examinations. These examinations also on the same date, the examinations same time, same date, the examinations are getting conducted all over the country. Common analysis. The exams are done. Okay, now we will go to the next topic or next lessons or next schedule. No. Here, whenever the examinations are done, we have the common analysis pan-India level, and each state what are the performances and where the child is lacking, or particular state or particular branch for which topic, in which topic, maths, English, whichever topic. That discussion helps, and accordingly we are guiding our teachers too. What setup apart? We have a separate soft skill department. Once in a week, the children will be allotted one soft skill class. The soft skills are crucial for young students, shaping effective communication, teamwork, and empathy. They create a positive learning environment and lay the foundation of collaboration and social adaptability in their formative years. During soft skill sessions in a year, we have different competitions where the child develop the stage fear, the personality development, the speaking skills, communication skills develops, and child becomes a very strong and confident at the end of the academic, or he learns many areas. Now our major focus is on languages. Spell Bee is conducted for inter-branch. We have a Narayana quiz, then Master Orator. Yes, it's a branch level. For Mumbai zone and for non-Mumbai zone, we conduct a very grand event where the parents are also invited for this event, and really the parent appreciate and parents see their child performing on the stage and they feel very happy. Then we have an end rock session. Whenever every day, every week, we have the end rock sessions. Our students, they come, and each and every student here get the scope and participation. He has to or she has to come and speak on given particular topic. The definitely soft skills trainers, they take care and how to speak, how to take the mic in hand, what will be the body language, everything they teach, and the really students are doing the wonderful performance. We also have communication. Without communication, we cannot, communication, that is a speaking skill. Without communication, we cannot share our thoughts, knowledge. So there also at the level of grade 1 student also, he has to learn to speak any language. Basically in Narayana curriculum, first language is English, second is Hindi, and third is Marathi. That is for grade 1 and 2. And third onwards, we have 2 languages. We have one more language we are introducing. That is optional for second language as a second language, that is a Hindi or Sanskrit. So all these languages, the child should be well versed and he should be able to communicate. So in that regards, we have listening, speaking, reading and writing skills. That is LSRW skills. Definitely teachers see to it whenever they are teaching any lesson, any subject, okay, they are seeing, we have the different modules also related to these lessons. So they are visualizing, they are seeing the videos, and also they are learning. At the same time, we have a cursive writing books where they improve their writing skills. When it comes to reading, after each lesson, there is a reading session given by the teacher. And writing, when it comes to writing, we have n number of areas where the child can improve his or her writing skills. Next is STEAM. According to the new education policy, we have integrated STEAM activity where we have the one theme for all the subjects, as you can see, science, technology, engineering, arts, mathematics, and also languages are included in this. The theme is given by central office, and we provide the we discussed, the teachers are discussing about this team activity, and we have the small projects, we have the group projects where the child is learning this, he develops his social skills and also the communication skills. Again, we have another booklet. We have a brain booster. Brain booster helps students to achieve great success, requires a carefully planned approach, and improving their skills in crucial for their journey to excellence. Skill development programs are very important for our students. Now, brain booster, what it helps us, how it helps us: cognitive development, building language and communication skills, boosting creativity and imaginations, building confidence and independence, enhancing social and emotional development, preparation for academic challenges, also providing structured learning. We have this booklet, and normally whatever activities we are conducting through this booklet, we are receiving the circulars related to the contents well in advance, where the teachers, they discuss with the students, and normally this brain booster or STEAM activities we are conducting on Saturdays. Second and fourth Saturday is the holiday for the students, but first, third, and fifth Saturday, if it comes, then we are conducting these activities on these particular Saturdays. No bag day. One day the children are free not to carry the heavy luggage or any other books, but no bag day we celebrate. That comes on every third Saturday of the month. And during that, we promote physical well-being, foster creative expression, encourages experiential learning, strengthens social bonds, emphasize life skills, nurtures a love for learning. So during this no bag day, the child should carry only water bottle, his short break tiffin, and diary, and whatever required material teacher will be asking, any book, and we celebrate the no bag day. Here also we are receiving the proper circular, proper documentation from central office, from R&D department, and we execute the plan with the prior planning only. Now, integration of multiple resources. We have Hindi, English, mathematics, EVS or science, social studies, computer, dictionary, art and craft. These are the textbooks provided. Now for grade 1 and 2, we have Hindi, English, mathematics, EVS, computers, art and craft. These are the books for grade 1 and 2 students they are getting. And social studies, as you all are aware, it starts from third standard onwards. So social studies, dictionary also been provided for third onwards students, which for dictionary utilization also, teacher will fix up the one period for dictionary, and whatever vocabulary words they will ask, the teachers will ask the students to learn, and we game way method, we conduct the dictionary period also. We have our in-house study material, that is we have a eChamps diary. This is a very important book diary. In the beginning, when the session will start, we will be giving the proper guidelines how to maintain the diary. And my dear parents, here I would like to request you, every day, even if we all are working parents, but every day we have to go through the diary. If any diary note has been provided by the teacher, whatever classwork has been done, whatever homework has been given, homework definitely every day we give 2 math sums for practice. Other than that, some reading part will be given, shared. If any slip test we are going to conduct, further I will discuss about these tests also. So all these things we are giving in the diary. Child writes it properly. Teachers are also taking care. Each and every child will write the diary properly and maintain the diary. So here the parents, compulsory, you have to spend 5 minutes for your child's diary, and diaries should be signed compulsory by each and every parent. Now comes to micro schedule. As I discussed, the micro schedule copy will be provided. Hard copies will be provided to all the parents, all the students. Brain booster, then sadhana workbook. Sadhana workbook is nothing but the workbook which has been designed by the R&D department, and for each subject we have a separate sadhana workbook. Since we have started, it is compulsory as a Marathi third language compulsory. We are going to start with the new textbook for Marathi also, and even Marathi students, for Marathi subject also, we will be receiving a separate workbook. Next is N Fundamentals. N Fundamentals is nothing but the bridge course. The previous academic session, whatever child has learned, that will be the recapitulation will be given in N Fundamentals. Now when we will be starting our session from 15th of April onwards, for 10 days, we will be, whatever working days will be coming, within those working days, we will be working on N Fundamentals, and we will see to it each and every child will learn the basics, and we will also conduct a small test once we will rejoin in the month of June. So that N Fundamentals is very, very useful for new students and new branches. Next comes even soft skill. We have a LIP booklet. The soft skill also we have a proper micro schedule, and lessons will be, it is value based. Value based lessons will be given, and teacher will have the interactive sessions on activity based learning teaching method. NGATE is nothing but our grammar book. Grammar workbook will be provided. That separate class will be conducted by the English teacher. Now these all books we are providing for all the students grade 1 to 5. We have a very best class infrastructure. We have the best class environment. We have the charts, we have the variables, different types of variables. Even the students will be provided the lockers also. From grade 1 onwards, the students will start maintaining their own lockers. Definitely for grade 1 and 2 students, the teacher, mother teacher and associate teacher, she will be taking care of the locker system. Definitely grade 3 to 5, they are learning, they have already matured. Grade 3rd standard students, definitely initial state teacher will guide, but they will maintain their own lockers. That will be the all instructions, guidelines will be provided to you very soon, parents. Then it comes to labs and sports. We have this infra, we have the all set of labs. We have a chemistry lab, we have a mathematics lab, we have a physics lab, we have a bio lab. Also we have a computer lab. And our grounds, whatever sports activities will be conducted, those will be conducted on the ground itself. The sports teacher, definitely he also will be having a proper syllabus that we are planning for, even for sports activities. Though definitely students will be enjoying these activities also. We have the many celebrations. We do also the yoga activity. We conduct yoga activity also during the regular sessions. Now comes all these, whatever you have seen, the curriculum, the major roles and responsibilities done by the teachers. So for teachers also we have continuous trainings for improvements. At Narayana, we are always looking to better ourselves and follow a process of continuous improvement. We have semester wise. To semester wise, we have 2 workshops where our publishers, our resource persons, our soft skill heads, also our R&D heads, they conduct different sessions. We coordinators also, we have certain sessions for the teachers, how they will plan whatever books we have provided, whatever the books are provided, whatever subjects are provided, how they are going to plan, how they are going to execute the plan, the topics in the classes. The whole training goes from the central office, and this training is really very fruitful for teachers, particularly the new joinly teachers. These trainings are very helpful and they implement, and that's the reason we are able to give the best results. We also have conduction of NTAT, that is Narayana Teachers Assessment Test. After every last day of the month or quarterly, it depends, we conduct the exams. The central office, they are conducting exams, test for teachers also, whatever upcoming academics syllabus is going to come. So that exam we conduct well in advance, so that teachers are prepared for the lessons and topics. Our methodology. As you know, our teaching process has been perfected to continuously track learning, provide accurate feedback, and take corrective action to ensure that all our students reach their maximum potential. So for that, we have a Narayana system, we have a micro schedule. Teachers' lesson plans are compulsory. Beforehand, the teachers' lesson plans are, the teachers, they are themselves, they prepare the lesson plans. We check the lesson plans. Our R&D heads also check the lesson plans. How creative teaching learning methodology the particular teacher is going to implement in the class, that has been observed. We always observe beforehand. So that is this gives very good impact, and teachers are prepared thoroughly for the contents and the subject. Also, we have weekly assessments. As I said, one particular chapter if I have finished, Monday I have started, by Friday if I have finished my chapter, I will be definitely planning the small slip test, 10 marks or 15 marks slip test for the students, and we will be sending a note. The teacher will be sending a note regarding this slip test or revision test on Friday, which next upcoming followed by next week, which day we are going to conduct, and we have a separate notebook for the slip test, revision test, and dictation. And the marks are calculated, average marks are calculated during the periodic test. This is the way the revisions are continuously happening, and the students are not losing their touch with the previous lessons. And it is very helpful when our our periodic test exams comes. Support system for competitive exams. Now here, top, that is a Narayana Olympiad program. This is for particularly grade 4 and 5 students. As you know, it is conducted nationwide, and it helps students for build competency, improve with in-depth feedback and performance analysis, get ahead of the competition. So particularly this exam is for grade 4 and 5 students, and the subjects are maths, science and English. Math 20 marks, English 10 marks and science 10 marks. Whatever we have done the syllabus in the previous month, the same exam, month-wise exams we are having, and next month we conduct the exam. The dates are already will be given to you well in advance for whole academic. During the whole academic year, we have the 5 NTOPs, and we see to it children, they will get clear in the concepts during, and also in Sadhana workbook, we have the 3 levels questions for related to these NTOP exams. English, particularly we only go with the grammar, where the grammar will be very strong as they go for techno sections. Math and science, the concepts should be very clear, and those should be very strong for each and every child. So we see to it, the teachers are taking extra efforts for grade 4 and 5 NTOP. You will definitely see, and the parents definitely you will like this system. Narayana Olympiad is not conducted by any other organizations or any institutions, but only by Narayana institution, which will be very fruitful for their future journey. Then next is CNAP, that is the Olympiad exam for the subjects English, mathematics, science, computers, general knowledge, where they will develop all their skills, and they will learn how to give the competitive exams in their future. Our digital world. As earlier also Leena ma'am had explained about our apps. Now Learn Kids app, it's a digital app. Our flagship Learn Kids application has been tailored to help our students at every step of their learning journey. From this Learn app, you will be receiving the schedules, micro schedule will be uploaded, all the contents of textbooks will be uploaded, related to the topics, all videos also will be uploaded. When after going home, the child can go through this app, and whatever revision, whatever class we have conducted, obviously you will be getting the details, updates in the diary, and also the parents can cross verify whether the really things have happened or not, and the children also will get the extra revision. Also, we are, when the exams are coming, particularly if you say NTOP, before 1 week onwards, we start sending the mock test question papers, so they get used to solve the NTOP papers. Also during PT examinations, periodic test also, before 1 week well in advance or in between also, we keep, the central office, they keep uploading certain question papers, and immediately you will get to see the results also, and our child, particular child's, whatever the graph the child is growing or wherever he is facing the hurdles, through the graph you will get to see on this NLearn app. So this NLearn app is really very, very helpful for all the students, and the utilization of NLearn app has to be there. Next is NConnect. Yes, and Narayana Connect. NConnect is nothing but the connectivity between parents and the school or management, parents and teachers. So NConnect app, through this NConnect app, we'll, whatever activities we are conducting, events we are conducting, and also now we have started uploading the homeworks, classwork for updates, because few students, if they are remaining absent, then they should also get the details immediately. For that reason, even we have started uploading this, whatever classwork and homework we are doing, we forward that also through NConnect, and also whatever activities we are conducting, those photographs, everything we are forwarding. Assembly conduction also we do, we click the photographs and the parents can see, yes, my child also has performed during the assembly. So all these updates we are getting through NConnect. And also whatever concerns you have, since we all are working parents, we don't have time to come every day. Any concern is there, you can raise the concern on the NConnect app, and immediately you will receive the answer from principal's desk. Academic and beyond. Now we have co-scholastic programs. The child development, overall holistic development, it is very, very important. So whatever activities, or we have different clubs, we have health and wellness, we have heritage club, we have literary club, drama, sports, maths, science, cookery. All these clubs are also there. Month-wise, we have these plannings, and according to that, we conduct our activities and events. So where each and every child get a chance to perform, and we see to it, our teachers see to it, even if the child is not able to speak, but the child will be performing. Teachers are taking maximum efforts for the same. Co-scholastic programs and learning outcomes. Now, what are the activities we have? Theme of the month, which inculcate values, art and craft, expression and creative thinking, club activity, exploration of interest, Nutri-Deal, maintain healthy well-being. Now, let me spend some time over here. Now, what is Nutri-Deal? Once in a month, we have one vegetable and one fruit. The child has to bring the circular well in advance you will be receiving. So that day the child will carry only that particular fruit. They can carry juice, they can carry paratha, whatever related to that. And all the students, they sit together and they enjoy this Nutri-Deal activity also. Events and celebrations, skills, social skills and community building. Now, competitions, definitely for personality development, all as LSRW skills, the competitions are very, very important. And whether the child is achieving the prize or not, but the child should participate in the competition. And here, I would like to request parents, whenever the results are coming, it happens many a times, ki, my child performed the best, my child performed a bit, but why he could not get, why she could not get. Here we have to understand in front of the child, or if we will discuss certain things, that child will get demotivated. In fact, we have to say, yes, you have participated in the event or any activity or competition, that is the best. For the next future journey, the motivation is very, very important. Students awards for motivation. Definitely, whatever activities, whatever co-curricular activities we are conducting, competitions we are conducting, some children, they are performing the best during the academic, during the examinations. Some students are very good in writing, some students are very good in maintaining the books, discipline. Many criterias are there where we can judge the students, and according to that, we have this super speller, rocket reader, Shakespeare, student star of the student star student, or smart writer. These are particularly related. These badges are related to the particularly languages. So whichever language, these are related. These awards are or badges are provided to the students or given to the students related to all the languages. It is not only for the English. We have event and celebrations. As India is a full of festival, every month we are having one or the other festival. So we celebrate all these festivals during our assembly, or special assemblies are kept planned, and during those assemblies we are celebrating all these festivals. You can see one peak is of Yoga Day. Yoga Day celebration, 1 week, whole week we plan yoga activity, and children, they really enjoy. Now for this month particularly, if when we are starting with on 15th of April, we will be having a Earth Day. That celebration also will be there because it is very important day. With CHAMPS program, your child gets the best communication skills, social skills, emotional skills, conceptual understanding, academic support and guidance, safe and positive learning environment. Very important, safe and positive learning environment. We definitely take care of the student safety, and each and every child will develop, and he will or she will grow, and they will be very confident when they are promoted to the next classes. Thank you so much. Other than this, one more 2 points I want to clear. We have two programs, special programs. That is a LSP, Learning Support Program, we are conducting, and also remedial classes. So learning LSP program is for the students who all are not able to catch up with the curriculum, any area, writing, reading, speaking, whichever skills are there. For them, we observe for 1 month, and then we coordinate with the parent, and we discuss with the parent regarding that particular child. The discussion is very positive, and with the child's permission, with the parents' permission, we conduct the separate classes after school hours. So it is not regularly for all the students, but at least twice a week or thrice a week we plan the schedule, we forward it to parents, and accordingly the teachers personally, they are giving the attention and they are grooming the students, and really at the end of the per term 1 or also at the end of the second academic session, final session, we see the lot of improvement because of this LSP program. Also, we have a remedial classes. During the class, any mathematics, science, whichever subject class, the child is not able to understand the concept. He will go home and he will say, Mama, whatever things happened today, I really didn't understand anything. So definitely parents are coordinating, they are calling us. So for such students, we are keeping remedial classes. Also, the students who all are remaining absent, but they are not completing their homework and classwork, many observations we do. As a coordinator, we also take a follow-up, and we see to it the child is not completing the classwork and homework, how he is going to perform during the exams. So for such students, with the parents' permission, we are making them sit after school hours, and we are asking them to complete the incomplete work. So this is the two additional things. And as Leena ma'am also said, during regarding adoption call, each teacher will be having adopted, she will be adopting 15 students, and those 15 students she will be nurturing, she will be taking care of those 15 students, their academics, their social development, personality development, everything. And twice a month we will be giving a call, that will be a feedback call. The parents also can share their session, their concerns with the teacher, and also whatever positive or negative, whatever feedback we want to give or discuss about the child, these two calls are very important. First cycle is, as Leena ma'am had said, 1st to 15th, and second is 16 to 38. But this here also for eChamps department parents, it is a humble request. These adoption calls are very, very important, and those are really very fruitful, and you please should give importance for these adoption calls. That's it. Myself, Shruti Deshpande. I'll be taking care of Pune branches for eChamps department. Thank you so much and a good day.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. Myself Sanmesh. I am the high school coordinator. I'll brief you about the high school program. So till now we have seen too much of activities, games, till eChamps in eKids as well. Now we'll talk about the most favorite topic of students, that is the studies. So when it comes to high school, there are three different programs in high school. First, the base level program is the E-Techno. Then we have a higher end program called as Olympiad program. Then we have at the top, we have our CO schools. So wherever we start new branches, we start with the E-Techno curriculum only. And whenever I'm mentioning high school, it is not from grade 6 to 10th. It's actually a 7 years journey, right from grade 6 till grade 12th. And why this 7 years program is important in students' life, let us see. So my presentation is mainly based on the future point of view, like what students are going to face after their 12th standard in current scenario, in the current competitive world. Can I go for the next slide? Yeah. So after 12th standard, these are the general career option any student will choose. We have science stream, arts, commerce. If I talk about science stream only, most of the students, like current trend, if I talk about, they'll go towards the engineering or towards the medical. Few students, they opt for the pure science background. Suppose if they want to study one particular subject, say physics. So in physics, they want to pursue their further education, then they'll have to go towards the pure science background in the research field and so on. So let us take an example of an engineering aspirant. I am an engineering aspirant. What are the different options which are available for me in the country? Can we go for the next slide? Yeah. So for an engineering aspirant, there are certain quality institutes which are available in the country. First one is the government funded training institutes, or GFTIs, government funded technical institutes, I'm so sorry. So if I talk about GFTIs, there are somewhere 4,300 seats in our country for engineering. Then comes our BITS, Birla Institute of Technology. In Birla Institute of Technology, there are near about 3,000 seats available in the country. And then we have our NITs, National Institute of Technology. In that, we have somewhere around 24,000 seats available. And if you want best of the best for our children, then we have our IITs. In IITs, we have near about 16,300 seats. So if I add up all the number of seats in the country, there are near about 50,000 engineering seats, quality seats. Like that, we have 14 lakh seats available. If I add up all the colleges, all the institutes available in the country, there are 14 lakh seats available in India. So if every child wants to become an engineer, they'll get one seat easily. But if you talk about quality education, there are only 50,000. Now, to get into GFTIs or BITS or NIT, students after 12th standard, they have to write one competitive exam that is called as joint entrance exam, which is conducted by National Testing Agency every year. Now, joint entrance exam, JEE, is conducted in 2 phases. First one is JEE Mains, second one is JEE Advanced. If I want admission in GFTIs or BITS or NITs, I need to qualify only JEE Mains. अगर मैंने JEE Mains qualify कर लिया, I'll ensure my seat in top 3 type of institutes in our country. But if I want to clear, if I want a seat in proper IIT, again I have to attempt JEE Advanced. If I clear JEE Advanced, then I ensure my seat in one of the IITs. Now, if I talk about JEE Mains only, it is conducted twice every year. One in the month of January and the second phase somewhere in the month of April. So every child gets 2 attempts in a year. Like that, he can attempt 2 consecutive years after 12th standard. In any of the 2 exams, if the child qualifies in JEE Mains, he or she can ensure seats in one of the top quality institutes in our country. Now, JEE Mains is conducted for 300 marks. Maths 100, physics 100, chemistry 100 marks. So out of this 300 marks, to ensure my seat in any of these 3 type of quality institutes, I'm not even talking about IITs, I'm only talking about GFTIs, BITS and NITs. To ensure my seat, out of 300, what do you feel will be the cutoff? Any guesses from parent side or student side? Out of 300, how much I need to score? Anyone? Generally, I'll get a response that, sir, to get into these institutes, somewhere I need to score about 280 or 290 or about 200, right? So I'll show you the cutoffs as well. You can see the cutoff scores of the past, like from 2013 onwards. In 2013, out of 300, back then the exam used to be conducted for 360 marks. Out of 360, the cutoff is 113 marks. And now in recent year, 2022 data I have given, the cutoff was 88 marks out of 300. So if I score 88 marks out of 300, I ensure my seat in one of the best institutes in our country. Even in 2023, the cutoff was 92 marks, somewhere around 92 marks out of 300. Now, if I ask the same question to the students, is JEE Mains a difficult exam or an easy exam? Generally, what students will say, sir, out of 300, scoring 88 is very, very simple. So I can easily get a seat in any of the most quality institutes. Why do I need to study? Why do I need to start from such an early phase? Only 88 marks I need to score, that's all. But beside cutoff, I have given you number of aspirants as well. On an average, roughly 10 lakh students, more than that only, 10 lakh students appear for this test. 10 lakh aspirants, how many seats are available? 50,000. So you can imagine, out of those 10 lakh aspirants, only 50 to 60,000 students are able to clear that cutoff. So 90% of the filtering is done in the JEE Mains itself. I'm not even talking about JEE Advanced. Now you can imagine the difficulty level of our JEE Mains exam, how difficult it is. Just for your reference, I'll discuss one thing. Next slide. This gentleman is Walter Levin. He is teaching physics since past 30 years in MIT. Now he's retired. He's one of the best physics teachers in the world. Even few of your children, like, they might be watching his videos. I grew up personally watching his videos, learning from his videos. one of the best. Once he came to our IITs as a guest lecturer. So our IITians, they said that, IITian students, they said that, sir, before entering into our IIT campus, you need to attempt JEE mains exam. You need to solve JEE mains. We all came here through by clearing that exam. If you are entering into our campus, you also need to attempt that. So he sat and started solving. After that, he was so surprised that just to clear cutoff also of that particular year, he had to struggle a lot. He could barely clear the cutoff. That's why he is saying that the Indian education system is quite bizarre. So if students of grade 12th are attempting such a screening test, then I can not even imagine further what they are going to face in the competitive world. So after 12th standard, suppose if the child is in 12th standard, he will write his board exam in the month of February. After February, then in the next Jan, suppose he is writing JEE mains. He'll get a time of 9 months or 10 months to prepare for the JEE mains. Now you only imagine, this person is teaching physics since past 30 years, could just barely clear the cutoff. A child who is studying for 9 months can clear that type of competitive exams. Many, like few of the students, they do actually. But that's where, as I said, 90% of the filtration will go, like filtering will be done. Seats are only 50,000. That's why, and if you will see, can you go for the previous slide, please? If you can see, the cutoff is going down every year. It started from 113, now it is going down. Cutoff is reducing year by year. That's because the difficulty level of the exam is going on increasing. Because more and more students, they are starting their journey right from the early stage. They are starting their preparation right from the early stage. So now more students are able to clear that cutoff. So that's why now they are making the paper difficult. They have started raising the difficulty level of the exams. This is only about JEE mains. JEE advanced is still a nightmare for the students if I want to get into actual IIT. So that's why starting from very early stage, 6th grade onwards, if a child starts the preparation towards the competitive exam, it's very, very beneficial. We can go for the next slide, please. This is about the medical stream as well. Same type of competition. If I want to any quality medical seat, I have to attempt NEET exam. So I'm not going into the detail for the medical stream. Same stats, same number of aspirants, same type of competition as well. We can go for the next slide. So to clear any type of competitive exams, we require certain skill sets. First one, according to me, which is not listed in this, that is the problem solving ability. If just basic CBSE if you will study till grade 10th or grade 12th, if basic state board if you will study, even any international boards also if you are studying in, you will not get a exposure to problem solving. That's why the students, when we teach, when they come from other school background, okay, while teaching, we face one common problem is their problem solving skills are not yet developed from their previous schools. Then that's where we mainly focus on. Problem solving skills, personal competency, subject mastery, and the fundamentals, the concepts should be very, very strong to attempt any type of competitive exams. And all the students, once in their lifespan, they have to attempt any of the competitive exams, maybe for the further education, maybe for the job opportunities. And in all the competitive exams, you will find that the aspirants whose problem solving skills, reasoning and mental ability is developed, they only can crack the exams. If you will see the general trend of civil services exams as well. In civil services exams, the recent toppers are from the IIT background. You can check the stats. Recent toppers are from the IIT or technical background. They could clear the exams well because in the preparation of their IIT and JEE exams, they developed their problem solving and conceptual skills. That helped them in clearing other type of competitive exams. Mainly you will see all the engineering or NEET aspirants, they do well in their MBA entrances as well, because already those skills they have. Now they can use those skills in any of the upcoming competitive exams. So these skills are very much important. Next slide. That's why we start our journey right from grade 6th onwards. You will see in grade 6th, whenever we are teaching, students are very much ready to gain, ready to accept new concepts. Whatever the teacher will say, they will accept. Yes, my sir has taught this, my teacher has taught this, this is correct. And they are ready to accept. Same way, if you will teach in 11th and 12th, if you will interact with 11th and 12th standard kids, they are much more rigid now. Whatever they have learned till the grade 10th, now they are in a stage of using it. That's all. They have become very much rigid in their thought process. They are not ready to accept new concepts. That's why training the students right from grade 6th onwards becomes very, very important. We can go for next slide. These are the certain stages of learning which I can say we do follow properly in our Narayana curriculum. The first stage of learning itself is remembering, by hearting. Now we always tell our children that samajh ke padho, direct ratta mat maro. It is a very wrong statement actually. Samujho, matlab to understand something, first we need to remember the data. We need to remember the information. So the first stage of learning, always you remember, that is remembering. Next is the understanding part. Next, whatever you have remembered, whatever you have understood, now it is the time for the application. Once you understand and apply the concept, you will never forget it. Long term, it becomes concrete. Once you remember, you understand, you apply, then you go for the analysis. Whatever you have done till now, analyze it, where it went wrong. Then you evaluate and recreate. Whatever went wrong, you try to correct it. So these are the stages of learning which needs to be followed for every child. Now I'll show you how we follow every stage of learning step by step. We can go for the next slide. Yes, now this is very important. In our Narayana curriculum, we have, as I said, different programs for different capabilities of students. First base level program is the E-Techno program. E-Techno program aims for below 10,000 rank in JEE mains. So if a child is studying right from grade 6 to grade 10th in our E-Techno curriculum, there is a high chance that after 10 plus 2, he will secure below 10,000 ranks in JEE mains. When I talk about Olympiad program targets for below 5,000 ranks in JEE mains, and there is a probability of clearing JEE advanced as well. Then we have a little higher end program called as NCO, Narayana CO. CO stands for Concept Oriented Program. NCO aims for below 1,000 ranks in JEE mains. Whereas when I talk about CO program, when I train a child in CO curriculum, generally he ends up securing below 100 ranks in JEE mains and JEE advanced. So this is how a curriculum is set in our Narayana. Now you may ask me, sir, why there are different programs? Why can't you enroll all our students into CO? As I said, every student has a different type of ability and they all have their different capacity. All the students are not same. So if all the students, if I enroll them to CO program, few may able to cope up, but few may get demoralized as well. That's why it is very important we go step by step. We'll start with the E-Techno curriculum. Once their concept building is done, they are ready for the higher end problem solving, then we gradually promote them from one program to another program. And this is done by many of these screening tests, by in-house exams that we are going to discuss as well. First, I'll show you what is the composition difference in all our different programs. Can we go for the next slide, please? Now, when I talk about e-techno program, see, e-techno is also not a lighter program. It covers about 40% of the actual IIT JEE syllabus. Right from grade 6 to 10th, e-techno program covers 40% of the actual IIT JEE syllabus. That means by the time child reaches 11th and 12th, he or she needs to focus on remaining 60%, and the leftover 40% is this, which is already covered, is just a revision for them. That's how our curriculum is planned. But when a child comes to Olympiad covers about 60% of the actual IIT JEE syllabus with 70% of depth. Now, what is this depth? This is the difficulty of the problem solving in their books and how deep we are introducing the concepts. So that is the depth. When I talk about NCO programs, NCO covers about 80% of the IIT JEE syllabus with 90% of depth. And when I talk about CO curriculum covers entire 100% of the IIT JEE syllabus right from grade 6 to grade 10 with 100% depth. If you will open any of our CO volume books in grade 9th and grade 10th, it is the actual mains and advanced syllabus which students start preparing in other colleges after grade 12th. Now again, these all programs are not for everyone. Few students, yes, they are able to cope up with e-techno. They are able to, manage in e-techno right from grade 6 to 10th. We have no problem. Let them be in e-techno. At least they will secure below 10,000 ranks. But few students, yes, they have an ability to go further. We should promote them. We should not stop their progress at one end. The child who can take the pressure more, who can go for the higher order problem solving, we should promote from one end to another. And we'll see how we are promoting them. Next slide, please. Now, this is a very important feature of our Narayana curriculum. It is the integrated syllabus. So, we have different boards. We have CBSE, we have state board, we have ICSE. Different international boards are there. So, all our research R&D team, our subject RPs, our resource persons, our coordinators, they sit together and work on the curriculum on different boards. So whatever is the important part, whatever is required at that particular stage from different boards, they put it in one common curriculum, and that's how our volume books are made. Suppose there is a topic called as Newton's laws of motion. Now, Newton's laws of motion might be there in state board as well. It might be there in CBSE as well. It might be there in some international board as well. But where that topic is well explained and how it is explained, it will help the child in grade 6th and 7th or not. All those factors are taken into consideration, and then we frame our curriculum. That's why that is a very unique feature of our Narayana curriculum. It is the integrated syllabus. Now, why this is important? Suppose in grade 6th, students are writing one of the very important competitive exams that is called as Homi Bhabha Bal Vaidyanik exam, which students write in grade 6th and grade 9th as well. Now, Homi Bhabha takes their syllabus from the state board curriculum. That's why you will find a general trend that students who are studying in CBSE board and in other boards, they usually find it difficult to clear Homi Bhabha exams, whereas students who are in state boards secure maximum number of selections. If you talk about SOF or CNAPS exam, they take their curriculum from the CBSE or ICSE boards. So students from those background feel it easy to clear SOF and CNAPS exam. That's why it is very, very important for different types of competitive exams. My child should have idea or concepts from all the boards. So if I restrict the student for one particular curriculum from a single board, then he or she may not be able to attempt all the different types of competitive exams in his or her student career. That's why our integrated syllabus plays a vital role. Next. Now, these are the 4 common pillars of our organization. I think already our eKids and eChamps coordinator, they already spoke about this, but still In brief, I'll explain you. Common schedule, common teaching, common examination, common analysis. We'll go for the common schedule part. Next slide, please. Yeah. In entire Pan India, in the beginning of the year itself, we'll give all the parents and students entire year macro and micro schedules. And on that particular day, for that subject, if you will go to any of the branches in the country, you will find the same topic is being taught by a teacher. Micro schedule is something which we can never deviate in our curriculum because we have weekly exams. So we cannot afford to deviate micro schedule in high school, especially I'm telling you all. We have weekly exams. If one day also if we'll deviate, it will be a pressure on students. That's why we will never deviate a micro schedule. Next, this is a sample micro schedule. So day wise, subject wise, what topic is being taught in that class, everything is given. Page number, what activity, what lab activity will be conducted for that particular subject. Everything will be explained in detail in that micro schedule. So parents will also get an idea like what my child is doing on that particular day in school, what he or she has done. They can also cross verify. In your notebook, nothing is written, but as per micro schedule, so and so topic is taught. What is the problem? Whether it was not taught in the school or you have not written it. They can also cross verify with the students. Generally, micro schedules, as I said, are not deviated unless and until there is some emergency circumstances, like due to heavy rain, schools are shut. Different emergency scenarios may be there. But we try to cover it. In that case also, we try to cover it with the help of online classes. Generally, in Mumbai, due to heavy flooding or rains, schools are shut. So in that time of period also, we send online Zoom links to our students to cover that day's micro schedule. That also happens because we give micro schedules a highest priority in high school. And we expect same thing from the students as well. Next is the common teaching. In entire Pan India, we follow one type of system of teaching. That is the 1+1 system. Now, what is this 1+1 system? Let us recollect our stages of learning. First stage of learning is remembering. Next stage of learning is understanding. So in my first period, I'll go for remembering part and understanding, teaching part for the child. So all our volume books are divided into synopsis and worksheets. Synopsis is the lesson part. That's where we go for the teaching. So first period is teaching period. And next period, as you can recollect, the third stage of learning is the application stage. So whatever the child has learned, he or she needs to apply that immediately so that that concept becomes concrete and they will remember it for the long term. So in that 1+1 system, suppose I have mathematics in a day, mathematics 1 period for teaching, 1 period immediately for problem solving, application part, wherein teacher will sit together with the students and they will solve problems. They will solve worksheets. That's how 1+1 system of teaching goes. Now you may ask, sir, how do you ensure? Because yesterday also one of the parent about Pan India, as you are saying, you are following common system of teaching throughout the country. But how do you know that a teacher teaching, suppose in Mumbai branches, have the same type of knowledge with the teacher teaching in Pune branches? For that purpose, I'll tell you, all our selections of the faculties are done through by various stages. First, screening test by written examination, followed by interaction with the subject expert, followed by a classroom teaching. Then there will be a interaction with a coordinator. Then there will be a final interaction with the R&D head. After all these approvals, a teacher is selected in our Narayana group. And they have to go through constant trainings, constant orientations before they enter into the class. We'll make sure that they are fully prepared. So that type of quality check with the teachers we do. every year. Yeah. And suppose there are different students with different learning abilities. If there are slow learners, average students, for them, we have to sit with them personally and coach, give the coaching. So there are remedial sessions, there are extra classes for such students. Next. Next is the common examination. This is also one important aspect. In entire country, all the branches, 700 branches, they have these type of examinations. And if you pick any particular day, if an exam is being conducted in Pune branch, Wagoli branch or Undri branch, on the same day, same time, the exam will be conducted in any of the Bangalore branch or Assam or MP. On the same day, same time, that exam should be conducted. And we have different types of exams. First, very basic exam is the CDF exam. CDF stands for Concept, Definition, Formula, which is very important for the first stage of learning, which is remembering. In the beginning of the year only, now when you will get your book sets, in that book set, there will be a one very thin booklet. On that, they have written CDF booklet. So that is one of the most, please make a note, your CDF booklet for high school is very, very important. You will have your IIT volume books. In that, all the chapters and everything, problems will be given. But whatever the chapters are explained in the volume books, whatever the formulas, concepts and definitions are required, in one page is given in our CDF booklet. So at a glance, before going to the exam, child can go through. So that CDF booklet, and you can preserve it till your 12th standard. Generally, what I feel, students should preserve CDF book right from grade 6 to grade 10th till their 12th standard. Now our students are doing the same thing because it helps them a lot in clearing the concepts at the later stage also. So make a note, CDF is very, very important book in that particular book set. So in the beginning of the week only, we will give the points to the students. That children, this week, suppose there is a topic called as number system in mathematics. Number system, point number 1 to 10, you need to study. Based on that, we are going to conduct CDF exam. Only they need to by heart number system 1 to 10 points, and similar questions will be asked in the exam. Very, very simple type of exam. Composition of the paper also, I will show it to you. Next slide, please. CDF is conducted again in two phases. One is the MPC CDF. Another one is the BES CDF. MPC stands for Maths, Physics, Chemistry. BES stands for Bio, English and Social Studies. Now, in a month, there will be 4 CDF exams. And it will be conducted every Wednesday. Please make a note. CDF will be conducted on every Wednesday. Out of those 4 CDFs, 3 will be Maths, Physics, Chemistry, MPC CDF. 1, the last Wednesday of the month, will be BES CDF. Because Maths, Physics, Chemistry syllabus is bit vast for our competitive curriculum compared to BES. That's why we have to give more time towards the MPC curriculum compared to BES. Okay, now paper composition is also quite simple. Mathematics is divided into 2 tracks, as you can see. One is the maths competitive track, and do it vice versa as well. I cannot completely stop competitive module and start CBSE. I have to go parallelly for both the tracks. But when it comes to physics and chemistry, I can comfortably cover it throughout the year. So at one point of time, you will be seeing only competitive track is running for physics and chemistry, and at one point of time, you will be seeing in the micro schedule that we are teaching CBSE chapters. But for maths, throughout the year, it is going parallelly. In CDF also, we have divided maths competitive, maths CBSE, physics, chemistry. Each subject will have 10 questions, plus 1, and 0 is the marking scheme. There is no negative marking in CDF. Total marks is 40. And out of 40, we consider passing marks as 40 itself. If a child scores 39 as well, in the analysis, you will see red color. For us, 40 is expected from the child, that's it. Because today, if I'll encourage a child at 38 marks, okay, you have got 38 or 39 marks. Tomorrow, then the child will settle for 37, then 36, then 35, then it becomes a habit. Our founder sir's vision is quite simple. Every child has to be thorough with all the concepts. Because if you will see main IIT mains or JEE mains or JEE advanced exam, question will never come from one question will not have only one single concept. It is a combination of 3 different concepts actually. So if a child is strong in, say suppose, electrostatics and physics, the child has not studied Newton's laws of motion, there may be a question which has combination of Newton's laws of motion and electrostatics. So if the child is weak in one concept also, they have to leave that question. That's why in CDF, we make sure that all our students, they score 40 on 40. Same is for BES. BES only 3 subjects. Bio, English, Social, 10 marks each. Again, +1, 0, no negative marking. Very simple exam. Now, actual problem solving comes in the next slide. When we talk about our mains and NEET model. Actually, I have mentioned only mains, but it's actually mains and NEET model. Now in JEE mains, again we have maths competitive, maths board, physics and chemistry. So once the remembering is done, teaching is done, now comes the application part. That's where the students will solving the volumes. Questions in that particular exam will be based on volumes. Again, for each subject, there are 15 questions. Marking scheme will be +4, 0. No negative marking here also. And total marks is 300. We try to make it like a actual mains which students will write after 12th standard. Then we have JEE Advanced model. In JEE Advanced, there are only maths, physics and chemistry. We have not included bio. Now you may ask, why sir, why that injustice to bio subject, why you have not included in JEE Advanced? If you will see, if you will compare JEE mains and your NEET actual exam, they have one similarity, that is all the questions are single correct type. One question, 4 options, only one will be correct. But when it comes to JEE Advanced, there will be single correct type questions. There will be multi-correct type questions as well. One question, 4 options, more than one may be correct. Sometimes all 4 may be correct. If एक भी option चूक गया, बच्चे ने mark नहीं किया, they will not award the marks for that particular question. Even there will be comprehension type questions in JEE Advanced. Comprehension will be given, based on that, questions will be asked. And there will be matrix match type questions as well in JEE Advanced. Matrix match, and in actual JEE Advanced, you will find numerical based type questions. Means question is given, no options. Child has to write the answer. So in JEE Advanced, there are different combinations of questions. That's where we cannot include bio. That's why we have not included bio. Now you will see, JEE mains is for 300 marks, actual mains also for 300 marks only. JEE Advanced is for 222, very odd number. If you will see the actual JEE Advanced ka paper, which students are writing after 12th standard, we don't even know for how many marks the exam will be asked for. बच्चे को एग्जामिनेशन हॉल में ही पता चलता है कि हाँ मेरा JEE एडवांस का पेपर आज 212 मार्क का है, कभी कभी 220 मार्क का है, कभी कभी सिर्फ 200 मार्क का है. So there is no fixed pattern as well for JEE Advanced. It is completely surprise for the students as well as teaching faculty as well. But in our curriculum, we have fixed the marks for JEE Advanced so that initially they should get habituated. Whereas in colleges, we definitely bring that twist as well when we conduct JEE Advanced exam. So JEE Advanced is for 222 marks, maths, physics, chemistry, 74 marks for each subject. Next slide, please. You can go for next slide. I'll come to this slide later on. Yeah. Now, in our campus, in our curriculum, we segregate students into different levels. Initially, when the child enters from grade 5th to 6th, or if you are taking new admissions into our school, now all are new admissions only. So initially, all the students will have to start from E1 level. In our volume books, the problems are divided into different levels. It starts from level 1 problem, then we have level 3 problems, then we have level 5 problems. So gradually we have to take the students through each and every stage. We start with E1. When the child is in E1, all the exams, questions will be based on level 1 and CDF only. Very basic. Whether it is JEE Mains and JEE Advanced, questions will be only asked from that level 1 section. So after one cycle of exam, when I say one cycle consists of one JEE Mains and one JEE Advanced. In a month, after 15 days, JEE Mains is conducted. After 15 days, JEE Advanced is conducted in a month. So that is called as one cycle. So after one cycle, if the child is maintaining an aggregate of 80%, if the child is maintaining an average of 80%, 80% means out of 300, 240 somewhere he needs to score, and out of 222 he needs to score somewhere in, I think, 170 or 180 marks. If the child is maintaining an 80% average, then we promote them from E1 to E3. Then again one more cycle of exams will come. Now in that question paper, the child has to attempt higher end problems, level 3 problems. After that cycle, if the student maintains an average of 80% in that cycle, the child will be promoted from E3 to E5. Then in the next cycle, the child will be attempting E5 ka paper. So gradually, the problem solving difficulty goes on increasing. Can we go for the previous slide? One more. Now, if you will see the paper composition as well, in E1, 80% questions are from the volume, but 20% will be the twist in the questions. Directly volume se nahi पूछते, थोड़ा उसको घुमा फिरा के numbers change करके पूछते. But when the child goes to E3, you can see there is 40% of the numerical change. But when in E5, there is 60%, only 40% is directly from the volume, 60% entirely numerical change will be there. So the difficulty level gradually goes on increasing. Whether it is JEE Mains, you can go for JEE Advanced slide. Next slide. Even in the advanced slide also, the numerical changes will be same. The only difference is, in mains, only all single correct type of questions, but in advanced, there will be multi-correct, comprehension type, matrix match, and so on. Now, you may ask, sir, how many level promotions will be there? There, in a year, every student will get 5 chances, 5 cycles for level promotion. So in a year, 5 cycles to reach from E1 to E5. Pehla cycle ho gaya. Child did not maintain an average of 80%. Child stays in E1 itself. Because now we will come to know, ये बच्चे का fundamentals अभी भी weak है. We need to work on his or her fundamentals at this stage. We cannot promote him to E3, him or her to E3. Then once again, in the next cycle, rigorously we work on their conceptual skills. Now, when they are prepared, if they score 80% and above, they will go to the next level. Now, by the time the child reaches E5, definitely their conceptual understanding and problem solving skills are well developed. Now, what is the next stage for them? Next stage is the Olympiad section. After E-Techno, the child reaches E5, then we can promote them. Even directly E5 students ko we don't promote. After reaching E5 also, we conduct one screening test, one entrance test. In that entrance test, which is conducted in Pan India, we set a particular cutoff. वो cutoff अगर clear होता है, then we recommend a child to Olympiad section. We'll call a parent that your ward has secured so and so rank in the country. He is eligible for the next level promotion, Olympiad. Now that is completely wish of a parent as well. If they want to go for the next level Olympiad program, they can. Otherwise, they can continue in E-Techno. There's no problem with us. Same cycles continues in Olympiad with a difficult end problems. As you can see, depth goes on increasing. E-Techno 40%, Olympiad 60%. Now, in Olympiad, if the child reaches E5 in the next academic year, again one screening test based on Olympiad will be conducted. If the child is clearing that screening test, we recommend the student to our higher end program, which is called as CO curriculum. So this is how gradual promotion happens in our curriculum. Directly, we cannot recommend. Yes, if any particular student who is exceptionally good, Parent can come and tell us, sir, my child is exceptionally good. He or she is doing very good in academics. You take his screening test, you take his interview. If he is clearing, you promote him to Olympiads or CO. We can do. But let me tell you, being good in academics only is not, generally we will feel, हाँ मेरा बच्चा बहुत अच्छा कर रहा है academics में. But when it comes to actual competitive problem solving, it is different. So we will also see the students' academic backgrounds and everything. Then only we will promote the students from one level to another level. Beginning of the stages, we'll keep everyone in the base level program in e-techno. Once the branch becomes senior by 1 or 2 years, then we start with the higher end programs. Now in Vagoli, next year we are going to start with the Olympiads. And we also have a plans for starting CO curriculum. Because now once we know that बच्चों का concepts strong हो चुका है, now we can go for the next stage. Then only we will start. If you will talk about Vagoli branch itself, if I talk about the level promotions, 96% of the students, they crossed E1 level. So only 4% students remained, by the end of the year, only 4% of the students remained in E1. Rest 96% students, they crossed. Now we know that, yes, in that branch, these many students, they have core concepts ready. Now we can promote them to the next level. That's why now we are going for the higher end programs in that branch. Same will be true for other branches in the country. Okay, go for the next slide, please. Once after the exam, remembering, understanding is done, application is done, next stage of learning, that is the analysis part. After every exam, we give a very detailed analysis to the parents, to the students, to the teachers as well. So as a coordinator, my responsibility after every exam to visit the branch and sit with my dean and my teachers. That in your branch, in so and so subject, these many students, they could secure good marks. Even teacher wise also I'll interact. That in your subject, this many students, they could attempt question wise, question number 3 correct. Whereas these many students, they attempted wrong. Then there might be a possibility that children did not understand that concept. So you need to go back and reteach the concept. This is important because when the child reaches E5, they will have to attempt cumulative syllabus exam as well. Cumulative means JEE mains में present week का syllabus तो आएगा ही, previous week का भी syllabus में से questions they will be asking. That's why once the exam is done, students cannot forget कि हाँ ये चलो ये मेरा topics खत्म हो गया. Now I'll forget. Every week in every exam, previous week syllabus may also be asked. So that students should be in touch with all the previous week's syllabus. So my job as a coordinator and as a dean to sit with the teachers first, then I will go and sit with the students and I'll show the detailed analysis. That in physics your score is this, in mathematics your score is this, in chemistry your scores are this. And in so and so areas in subject wise, you need to work for the next exam. And once in a month, we'll conduct PTMs with the parents as well. So you all can come, interact with the teachers. A detailed analysis will be given to all of you. Even we have app supports as well. I'll talk about that. Every single data of the students will get through your mobile phones. How? I'll let you know. These are just some analysis slides. Suppose in maths, list of students, maths, physics, chemistry, how they are scoring. Next slide. You can see there are question-wise analysis also we give. So in so and so branch, these many students are there, but these many students only could attempt question number 3. Less number of students. That means question number 3 may be difficult. Students did not understand. So as a teacher, my responsibility is to go back and clear that doubt. And one more important aspect of our program is the error list program. Can you go to the next slide? So after exams are done, we give a detailed error list slip to all our children. In that error list slip, this error list slip is given after every CDF, after every JEE mains, after every JEE advanced. Wo error list mein students, which question they are attempting wrong, which questions they are leaving unattempted. Everything will be listed. So what we do, we make students to paste that error list on the left side of the notebook. There is one error list notebook, and on the right hand side, all the subject teachers one by one, they will go to the class and they will help them to solve the problems which they attempted wrong in that same notebook, so that in the upcoming week, if the same type of question is asked, they should be able to attempt. So once again, remembering, understanding is done, application is done, analysis is done, now comes the time for evaluate and recreate that. So that's how the different stages of learning is taken care in our curriculum. So this error list book, I'll request all the parents, at least once in a month you go through that error list book. सिर्फ वो error list book भी देखोगे तो आपको पता चल जाएगा, उसमें सब डिटेल होता है बच्चे का, कितना मार्क्स स्कोर किया, कौन से सब्जेक्ट में कहाँ पे मिस्टेक्स किया, everything, whether he is solving the error problems in the notebook or not. If he is not solving, immediately you can call your class teacher and question them as well, that why my child is not solving. That also can be done. So I request all the parents, at least once in a month you go through the error list books. Next. And for every subject, we have a specified number of periods. So for mathematics competitive track, we have 8 periods. For mathematics CBSE, I'm talking about junior section. Junior section means grade 6 to 8. When it comes to CBSE, it is 6 period. Physics 8, chemistry 8. Bio, we have 5 periods in a week. These are weekly periods. Social, we have 5 periods in a week. English, there are 5. Second language, students will get option between Hindi and Sanskrit. They have to choose any one. Okay, for second language, they have 4 periods. And third language, as per new education policy, regional language is made mandatory. That is, TL will be mandatory Marathi. So for TL, there will be 3 periods. Even now, just an information for all of you, they are making Marathi as mandatory subject till grade 10th. So right from grade 6 to grade 10, students have to study Marathi. Computers, 2 periods, soft skills 1. Then we have co-curricular activities and library. We have allotted 2 periods. Then we have PET. We have 2 periods for PET. And for 1 period is given for reasoning. Mental ability, reasoning, 1 period we give. Next slide, please. Then we have 2 main app supports. One is the NLearn app. NLearn app is purely for the students. In that they can go through all the contents. They can see their micro schedules. Even parents can see their micro schedules on NLearn. They can attempt mock test. They can see videos. And even teachers can upload mock tests and assignments through NConnect. They will be getting, NLearn. Students will be getting all the assignment mock tests through NLearn app. Whereas NConnect is the parent app. If you have any concerns and queries, you can directly raise through your NConnect app. Even all the important notifications, important news, even micro schedules, you will be getting through your parent NConnect app. So NConnect is for parent, NLearn is for students. And apart from this, as already explained by our other two coordinators, once in a 15 days, our adoption teacher, for every teacher, we give 15 to 20 students their responsibility. So once in a 15 days, they will be getting in touch with you through calls. So they will be discussing the progress of the students. Any concerns if you have, you can share through those adoption calls. Next slide, please. Just these are the few slides which are remaining. Events, along with the studies, we conduct many events as well. Suppose we have annual day. We have celebrated annual day in a very grand manner. Then we have sports day, and we have Model United Nations, where students, they act like a delegates for different countries. They represent different countries in Model United Nations. Then we have National Space Settlement Contest, where students participate in space settlement building and asteroid mining bots. So it is a very good exposure for space technology for all the students. Then we have elections and invest teacher ceremonies, and all the festivals and events are celebrated in a very grand manner in high school as well. So I'll just end my talk by saying this, that these 7 years are very, very important in the student's life, and it is our responsibility as a teacher, it is my responsibility as well to make this journey easy for the student, make that transition easy for all the students. So we are here to take care of students' academics, and we will definitely from our side, we will give our 100% for all the students. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all our dignitaries and parents for your valuable time. Thank you very much.